tātou tini mate kua wheturangitia e, kia mihi hia, kia tangi hia, kia poroporo ake hia e, moe maira. Haere maira ngā māta waka o ngā hau e whā, ki runga i te kaupapa whakahirahira e, te puna mātauranga o te kūnenga ki pūre hurua e mihi kau ana kia koutou, nau mai, piki mai, whakatau maira e.
A tēnā koutou katoa, he mihi tino mahana. Warm greetings to you all gathered here today. I declare this congregation to be in session. Please remain standing as we start our proceedings today with the University Waiata. Graduates, please be seated. A tēnei te mihi atu ki te iti, ki te rahi te katoa, kua roi ka mai nei I tēnei rangi nui whakaharara. I tangi tonu ana, te nākau mō rātou kua nāro I te tirohanga kānohi haere koutou haere o te atu. A kia tātou te kānohi ora e huhe nei I raro I te maru o Ōteha, tēnā tātou. Ki te iwi kāinga, Ngāti Whātua ki kaipara, tau atu ki ona piranga katoa, tēnā koutou katoa. No reira, e nā karangatanga katoa, tēnā koutou, a tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa. Vice-Chancellor, Massey University Council members, members of the university community, members of the Manawatu Campus Graduation Committee, distinguished guests, graduates and families. My name is Michael Ahi. I am Chancellor of the Massey University Council, which means I chair the group responsible for overseeing the university's governance, as well as having the great pleasure in presiding over graduation ceremonies and conferring qualifications to the successful students of Massey University. Firstly, my thanks to all involved in putting this ceremony together. Graduation is always a special event for the university, and I extend again a very warm welcome to you all to this autumn graduation for 2021, the first of 8 ceremonies here in Auckland. For nearly 100 years, Massey has been part of the fabric of New Zealand's economy and culture, and for our graduates, it continues to be a launch pad to the wider world. We not only help students shape their own future, we help shape the future of New Zealand and the world. And here at Massey, we strive to solve the real-world problems that stand to make a difference in people's lives Through the combined efforts of our research and teaching, new solutions and discoveries are made to address the challenges that face us all. Graduates of Massey University complete their chosen course of study with more than knowledge. They leave with the capability and the confidence to change the world around them, to establish new pathways, to lead the way and make life better for those around them. We are immensely proud of our graduates and the entrepreneurial spirit they have. Ladies and gentlemen, today, or this week, Massey University is awarding to a total of 1,603 students. That's a lot of handshakes for me. And at this ceremony, degrees will be conferred and diplomas awarded in the Massey Business School, a total of 170 in person, plus a further 12 in absentia. Graduations are festive occasions and our biggest celebration of academic success. And so while today is about you, the graduates, it is also about your family and friends who have encouraged and supported you and who are here to acknowledge your success. So to those of you in the audience, when your loved one takes to the stage, don't hold back. Be exuberant, be loud. Their few seconds on stage mean all the more to them for you being here. So please don't be afraid to contribute to their experience. Graduates, by the end of today, you will be part of a Massey alumni family with more than 150,000 people around the world. As Chancellor, I welcome you to this new whānau and hope that through the many connections it offers, your careers will be supported and your lives will be enhanced. I say this to you because your university cares about you. You are each part of the Massey University legacy, part of a story now written, and part of the chapters yet to come. The voice of you, our tauira, our students, is a key part of the narrative of our university, and it is important we listen to you and chart our future together. Graduates, before you cross the stage, I wish you congratulations once more. Continue to work hard. Take all the opportunities that life gives you. I know that you will continue to aim high and succeed in whatever you choose to accomplish in your life. Do us proud. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou. Tēnā hui, mai tātou katoa. By the authority of the Council of Massey University, I, Michael Ahi, Chancellor, will now award the certificates and diplomas and confer the degrees on those to be presented and on those in absentia. Associate Professor Patricia Lossons, Leadership Development and Coaching Leader, will call the names of graduates and recipients of certificates and diplomas in the Massey Business School. Professor Stephen Kelly, Pro Vice Chancellor, Massey Business School, will hand out the parchments.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Business the graduands I am about to name. Maria R. Lam. Arini R. Murdy. Andrew Strachan Allison. Noah Aitchison Darby. Anna Mary Loma August. Ellen Rose Bishop. Connor Jaden Blair. Sophie Yana Breyer. Holly Brown. Mira Bruckner. Suan Bu. Zoe Alana Burt. Jenna Joyce Doak. Alexandria Megan Edwards. Tamsin Fenton. Luisa Catalina Finot. Melissa Denise Foppen. Massey Scholar. Michaela J. Fraser. Benjamin Alexander Garner. Elena Kate Garner. Logan Alexander Gemmell. Nicholas Stephen Hales. Georgia Annetta Duffy Hill, Massey Scholar. AJ Valentine Hukwe Kopa. Brittany Rose Hornby. Che Quen Hong. No? Okay. Amelia Kate Hutchinson. Philippa Louise Kennedy. Euleen Joy Knight. Susanna Claire Conningham. Joe Elliott Lease. Ai Hua Leong. Jai Wen Lo. Shenhani Asitha Maharamba Ederich. Brittany Evelyn Marlowe. Donna Lynn Mason. Christina Joanna Moorish. Tunisia Naren Sami. Monique Kelly Neal, Massey Scholar. Vanessa Jane Newman. Olivia Nuttall. Rutendo Samantha Nyangoni. Daniel O'Connor. Sophie Jane Cherry Painting. Rebecca Emily Pechik. Soktirod Sen. Riley May Waiata Sharp. Jessica Ann Sharp. Sure. Nicole Kristen Shewood. Howard C. Hemisha Singh. Melissa Luana Tuipulotu. Samantha Lee Waters. Samara Christina Wright. Jingswan Zhang. Stephen Hu Zhou. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Retail and Business Management the graduands I'm about to name. Ashley Daniela Bridle. Sydney Jasmine Bultitude. Neville Christopher Crasto. Stella Francesca Marie Eade. Savannah Rose Schroeder. Mark Edward Stevens. Emma Louise Young. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Bachelor of Sport Management the graduands I am about to name. Chantel Jessica Allen. Katie Georgia Blunsdon. Taylor Ann Flatt. Caitlin Amy Hilton. Zach Thomas Martin. Samantha Elizabeth Nation. Nigel Judd Bulaik Nisa. Mohammed Hemdad Nouri. Dominic Pip Xavier Parks Dolan. Pia Helen Tapsell. Nicholas Engels Treguno. Renee Katerina Ursim. Thank you, Chancellor.
Kia ora mai tātou. It's now my great pleasure to invite Greg Smith to address the graduands. Greg started out his retail career with entrepreneur jeweller Michael Hill when he was 19. That's Greg, not Michael. And over the next 21 years, he held management positions in stores and regions across Australasia, culminating in being appointed General Manager of New Zealand. Most recently, Greg was CEO of another New Zealand success story, Icebreaker, founded by Jeremy Moon. Greg is a people-first leader who believes that if you recruit great teams, train them and trust them, you will win. He's an advocate of introducing Kiwi purpose-led brands to the world and says sustainability and empowering people to realise their potential is what drives him to get up in the morning. Outside of work, when he's not catching waves, playing football or supporting New Zealand sports teams, you will find Greg hanging out with his 5 kids along with Carla, his wife of 27 years. They are, he says, his greatest success story. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm Auckland welcome to Mr. Greg Smith.
Morena, what a privilege for me personally to be part of your celebration today. I would like to start by saying thank you to everyone who are here and not, who have helped our students to get to this place that they are today. I imagine there are many, many stories of support and love and in some cases difficulty to have made it to this place. And I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge those stories that have led for you all to be here and to be successful. Your family, your friends, the lecturers, facilitators, all of the support, guidance, love, money, that's probably been a part of your story today. The people behind me that have enjoyed seeing your success come to life today as well. Speaking with a number of them prior to this, there is a huge and immense amount of pride in what's been achieved. To you as the students, our graduates, wow, my goodness, what a feeling it must be for you today to celebrate. Please take the moment to think about all it is that you've achieved. It's truly a great honour to be part of this alumni, sure. It's a culmination of your learning to date. Be very proud, celebrate hard, and don't ever forget everything that you did to get to this point. I only have 3 takeaways for you today. I'd like to keep it brief, and hopefully there's something there for you all to consider as you go along your life's journey. The first one relates to something that is a gift that's been given to you that I'm not sure if you even realise you've been given over the last 12 months. And that's the gift of resilience. Whilst it's not on your certificate or your diploma degree, it is something that is deep within you. It's a muscle that has been energised throughout this last year, in which you've been tested in a number of different ways with a global pandemic that has changed the way that you've had to learn, and you've adapted and grown, and despite that, still been successful. That's something that you need to take into the future and as part of your lifelong journey. I can relate to you my own personal story of resilience, and I was a young executive at Michael Hill, as the Chancellor was mentioning, and I was taken into a boardroom with a bunch of executives whom I regarded highly, who literally held my future in their hands. And over the next 30 minutes I was addressed and told exactly why I wouldn't be successful, exactly where my shortcomings were, and that my future really was probably quite limited. Now, over the next few days, I contemplated what had been said, and I, at the time, was living in Adelaide, and I booked a flight with the executive assistant to the CEO, who was in Brisbane at the time, and I prepared a PowerPoint presentation as to why they were all wrong, which I was luckily by a colleague prior to the meeting told not to use. However, I did go ahead in the meeting, and during that meeting with the CEO and the General Manager of the Australian business, I proceeded to take 45 minutes to explain to them their own personal shortcomings and giving me the feedback that they had, and how wrong they were. During this time, the CEO and the Australian General Manager didn't utter a word. I was filling all the space quite comfortably all by myself. At the end of that moment, the Australian GM said, "Look, thanks very much. I need to go to my next meeting, but good balls." And I thought, gosh, that's an unusual thing to say. Maybe I've taken a risk that I didn't really realise at the time. At the end, the CEO said to me, "Look, Greg, thanks for taking the time to come and see me. At the end of the day, it's just feedback. Do with it what you wish." And at that moment, I felt very silly. But what I can tell you is that feedback drove me to persevere, to push on, to be resilient, to grow. And you know what? A lot of the feedback they said was probably right. So as you go along your journeys over these coming years, think about what you've learned in this last 12 months in particular about yourself and how you can overcome. And look forward to the criticism and the feedback and the failure that you'll no doubt endure, as we all do, and cherish it as a gift as something that you can use to make you ever stronger. Don't ever give up, no matter what. Do good. What you'll find over time is that you can make a difference in this world as an individual. You truly can. And I would encourage you all to align yourselves with people and businesses and leaders who, at their heart, are trying to do good. I'll give you an example. An international business called Patagonia. Some of you may have heard of it. Patagonia, for all intents and purposes, makes clothing. But their purpose is to save the home planet. That's why they're in business. And so as a result of that purpose, they find themselves doing things that guides them, their people, and their consumers to make good choices about the future. And there are many businesses like that here in New Zealand. Icebreaker is one of them, who use natural fibres along with Allbirds, a shoe brand, Cavalier Brandworth, a carpet brand, who have decided to use renewable, sustainable resources to help grow their business, but to also think about people and the planet first. And I think those are the type of businesses that the people in front of me today would like to be a part of. And if you can't find a business like that, or they won't take you, start your own, because you're good enough. And lastly, never stop learning. Today isn't the end, it's just the beginning. I'm sure you've been told that many, many times. But I can tell you that over the last 12 months, I've been on the steepest learning path of my entire career and my life as we went about navigating our way through the pandemic. And over the last 12 months, I've learnt more than I'd learnt cumulatively about people and about their families and about what looking after people looks like and is all about. So there's a journey that you've begun, that you have something that you can take away with today to acknowledge and remind you of how great you can be and how great you will continue to be if you continue to take the opportunity to use those tools to continue to learn. I wish you the sincerest of success. I hope that our paths will cross in the future, and I hope you're able to take all the confidence from today and all the support that I heard, which was truly inspiring, and thank you to those of you who are here to support your colleagues, friends, and family, fellow students. It's that support and confidence that will truly see each of you successful in the future. Thank you for the opportunity again, and congratulations.
Oh, kia ora, Greg. Thank you so much for those wise words. Resilience, do good. Never stop learning. Those are great messages, not just for our graduates, but for everyone in this whare tonight. So thank you very much, Greg. And ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for Greg. Thank you so much. Kia ora mai tātou. We will now continue with the conferment of degrees and the award of university certificates and diplomas.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Graduate Diploma in Business Studies the candidates I'm about to name. Oyi Ivania Choi. Himanshu Ivanish Kulkarni. Donald Blair Webster. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for the Postgraduate Diploma in Health Service Management the candidates I'm about to name. Rachel Carey Jones. Olive Paklong Lai, with distinction. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Advanced Leadership Practice the graduands I'm about to name. Tony Heldenhuis, with distinction. Lindsay Jones, with distinction. Warren Kenneth Jordan, with distinction. Irvine Kombora, with distinction. Siutu Foster Leilua Tenai, with distinction. Tara Josie Rangemarie Makero, with distinction. Stephen John Richards, with distinction. Sonia Charmaine Weilbach. Robin Bruce Woodley, with distinction. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Analytics the graduands I'm about to name. Auda A.M. Albana, with distinction. Juan Carlos Carranza Munoz. Wenting Chen. Nitish Chopra, with distinction. John Joe Thomas, with distinction. Seung Jun Lee. Shenli Luan. Chao Ma, with distinction. Sinead Helen Miller. Joanne Hoyman Mock. Weeneet Bishwanath Sodhani, with distinction. On Fong Bo. Yuming Wang. Joanne Wu. Liang Zheng, with distinction. Jiajing Zhang, with distinction. Wei Zhang. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Business Administration the graduands I'm about to name. Puneet Ahuja, with distinction. Varinda Arora. Omar Barakat, with distinction. Li Chen. Si Cheng Chen. Lorianne Davo. Sarita Arvind Ganikar. Ling Jiang. Parth Sanjay Kulkarni. Renkai Liu. Andrea Suzanne Agnello Menezes. Bao Long Nguyen, with distinction. Himanshu Shushe Rajni Ray, with distinction. Hiten Patel, with distinction. Heng Chen Chiu. Wenpeg Ren. Pavana Saini. Wan Musa Binwan Ahmad Kamil. Jianjing Wang. Yilong Shu. Beiwei Wu. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Business Studies the graduands I am about to name. Grace Margaret George, with distinction. Michelle Laurentia, with distinction. Xiang Li. Marlon Michael Markard. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Health Service Management the graduands I'm about to name. Ashley Jade Clark. Michael Thomas Smith, with distinction. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Master of Management the graduands I'm about to name. Ying Chi Chu. Guo Xin Dong. Romaine Eliane Edith Duvivier, with distinction. Tazio Daniel Franco. Yang To Fu. Payal Garg. Ishita Gupta. Ziyi Zhong. Fei Ji. Sakashi Kajuria. Lydia Jess Kilkelly Waters. Danushka Budhini Godithuaku de Silva Jasasekara. Nadia Lacroix. Juan Sebastian Lara Sierra. Luisa Fernanda Larios Viana. Jiare Lee. Go Hung Liang. Jing Chun Liu. Jianan Lu. Yi Mei. Tian Hong Ren. Senad Hira, Arachiga Apeshur, Udani Senad Hira. Shital Kaur Balbir Singh with distinction. Rebecca Joan Silman with distinction. Juanita Leilani Timalu with distinction. Amy Helen Van Arandonk. Z.E. Wang. Wenzia Wei. Ting Wu. Chancellor, the degrees are also conferred and the certificates and diplomas are also awarded to those who are in absentia. Thank you, Chancellor.
Tēnā koutou anō. It is now my very great pleasure to invite Lauriane Davo to make the valedictory address on behalf of the students. Lauriane was born in France but has lived most of her life in the Pacific in New Caledonia. She graduated from business school in France in 2002 and started a career as a continuous improvement manager, which led her to become a consultant and conduct many projects for more than 15 years. During the same period, she also had the opportunity to run a human resources consulting company for 8 years, leading training in project management and team management. Ladies and gentlemen, please join with me in welcoming Lauriane to the stage.
Ki runga, ki raro, ki roto, ki waho, rire, rire, hopai marire, tēnā kutu, tēnā kutu, tēnā kutu katoa. Dear Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, Council, Massey staff, students, friends and families, it is a privilege for me to be invited today to speak on behalf of all students. Thank you for this honor. A few weeks ago, a member of Massey University asked me to be a valedictorian, and I found that this Anglicism derives from the Latin valedicere, which means farewell. Indeed, this day symbolizes the end of a journey, but it is also the day when we welcome a new chapter in our lives, which for some of us will be the pursuit of a master's degree, for others the possibility for a promotion or for a career change. The years we spent as students in Massey University were rich in many ways. First of all, we have benefited from high-quality education, brilliant tutors, lecturers, professors. Thanks to them, thanks to you, we learned new theories, new models that we can apply in our work. Then, we learned a lot about teamwork, the challenges it can bring, but also the support it can provide. Most importantly, we have met amazing people, some of whom even became our friends. For my part, I feel like I learned so much more than I expected, and it is also thanks to my classmates, which they are here, yes. They supported me. They also teased me with my French accent, but I was fascinated when they told me about the Chinese, Indian, Brazilian, or New Zealand culture. Having said that, today's achievement would not have been possible without the support of our lecturers, professors, tutors, Massey's team, and of course, without the help of our family and friends. They understood we had to work late, to stay at home at weekends to study, to decline invitation because we had assignment to submit, or we were just too tired to go out. To show how much we thank them for that, I would like to ask graduates to join me to give them a round of applause. Last year was even more challenging. Some of us found it difficult to jump online. Some of us were worried about their family living abroad, were even separated from their husband, their wife, their children. But despite these difficulties, we are all here today, graduating, and we have achieved something we can really be proud of, and we have built up a skill that will serve us for the rest of our lives, resilience. And in closing, since a valedictorian's role is to give thanks and to say farewell, allow me to do it in my mother tongue, French. Au revoir et merci beaucoup.
Thank you, Lauriane, for your address. Much appreciated. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now conclude or finish our conferment of today's proceedings with doctoral graduates.
Chancellor, a doctorate, either a PhD or a professional named doctorate, is the highest research degree awarded by the university. The successful completion of a doctorate represents a significant achievement. Through the submission of a sustained piece of research expressed in the production of a written thesis of no more than 100,000 words, or a creative work of equivalent size and scope, or via a series of publications, candidates are expected to make an original contribution to knowledge in a specific field of study. Candidates will typically spend 3 to 4 years of full-time research solving a problem or addressing a particular set of questions. An international panel of experts then examines the resulting body of work through both written and oral examination. Doctoral research is challenging and represents a huge commitment to advancing research and scholarship. We honour the achievements of our doctoral graduands by inviting them to come onto the stage, thereby formally welcoming them into the academic and scholarly community and acknowledging their entitlement to be called Doctor. Chancellor, I have the honour to present for graduation in the degree of Doctor of Philosophy the graduands I am about to name. Nicola Jane Green. Chancellor, video conferencing technology has enabled healthcare services to be delivered when patients and healthcare professionals are not in the same physical location. Ms. Green investigated how the use of telehealth video conferencing impacts the work done by healthcare providers and patients in New Zealand. Her research makes practical contributions in the design of telehealth video conferencing to be a sustained practice. Chancellor, Dr. Green. Lorraine Elizabeth Lillian Skelton. This study explored the university, industry, government collaborative project in order to develop an understanding of the factors creating a cultural gap between sectors. Ms. Skelton developed a framework that explains the factors that impinge progress, showing which factors are most important to each sector. Chancellor, Dr. Skelton. Mian Wu. The digital ecosystem economy is regarded as autonomous, fluid, and unruly. Ms. Wu explored and explained how to control and leverage the digital ecosystem from the internet intermediary firm's perspective. Her research will help digital entrepreneurs and virtual organisations to govern the digital ecosystem in global markets. Chancellor, Dr. Wu. Thank you, Chancellor. Would all our graduates please stand? He honore nui te whakatau atu I a koutou, hei raukua o te kuninga ki pure huroa. It is my great honour to welcome you as alumni of Massey University. The award of a university degree carries many privileges, but like all privileges, it also carries responsibilities. I charge you as graduates of Massey University to use what you have learnt for your own betterment and for the benefit of your communities. I charge you to use the skills and knowledge you have acquired with rigour and integrity, and to commit yourselves to a program of lifelong learning and discovery. I charge you to remember the lessons Massey University has taught you about the worth of others, particularly those who've not had the opportunities that you have had. I charge you to set goals and to continue the hard work that has brought you so far. And in all that you do, I charge you to be deserving of the good name of Massey University. seated.
Thank you, Vice-Chancellor. And tēnā tātou te pori. Thank you, everyone. Congratulations once more, graduates. We now reach the end of our proceedings this morning, and can I ask that at the conclusion of our ceremony that guests remain in their seats until the processions have left the auditorium. I therefore declare this congregation to be adjourned. If I could ask you please to stand and join with us in a rousing rendition of the national anthem, God Defend New Zealand. E tūnei.
Tau api mai rā